How's it, everybody? Hope you're doing well today. Today I will be talking about mycorrhizal fungi. In another video later on I will be doing a side-by-side grow with the Dino-Myco and the Biocult. But I will talk about that a bit later. So firstly, what is mycorrhizal fungi? It is a beneficial fungus that forms a mycorrhizal relationship with plant roots. This happens with 90% of plants, and some plants have to have mycorrhizal fungi to survive, and also vice versa. Mycorrhizal fungi needs plant roots to survive as well. So what does it do? It binds to the roots and forms a symbiotic beneficial relationship. So the fungus will bind to the roots and then spread out its own kind of roots known as hyphae or mycelium, and those roots can help extend the plant's roots coverage. That mycelium then also can hold water in times of drought, and the mycorrhizal fungi helps to process elements in the soil and make them available to plants. So a lot of these elements are bound up. Say phosphorus is a good example, because mycorrhizal fungi helps with phosphorus, making it available to plants. So phosphorus often is bound up and it needs to be unbound by enzymes produced by microbes. So mycorrhizal fungi is very good for phosphorus, making it available, and as we know, phosphorus is really good for flowering on cannabis, and it's essential. So yes, basically it helps to convert nutrients and make them available, and also hold water in times of drought, not so much of an issue indoors. There are various species of mycorrhizal fungi. So the local one that I've been selling for more than a decade now, it has 5 different species as far as I remember correctly, and trichoderma as well. So just on the species, with cannabis, 2 species have really been recognized as being the most beneficial to cannabis. Okay, so the species that really have the most effect on cannabis are this Glomus intraradices and Glomus mossae. I don't know how to pronounce that last one. These also, they used to be called by a different name. The first name was different. Often they change names with species and that. So even in this picture behind me, this is from another company in America, Elite Nutrients. You should check them out on Instagram. They have some crazy root pictures. Again, the product the product that they sell is also these 2 species, as far as I remember correctly, but definitely the intraradices is the main one. So if you are buying other brands of mycorrhizal fungi, make sure it has the Glomus intraradices. This one that I saw from Biocult, it has intraradices and the mossae or whatever, and a few other species. It has a small dosage of or amount of trichoderma. They do work beneficially together. There is kind of bad experiences in the past when companies mixed mycorrhizal fungi and trichoderma together, and they mixed very strong species of trichoderma that actually ate mycorrhizal fungi. So sometimes there's like bad information around this, but if you use the trichoderma and mycorrhizal fungi together with the correct species and the correct ratios, then they work synergistically together as well. So the best thing to apply this is when you are transplanting the mycorrhizal fungi, it has to have plant roots to survive. The plant roots release exudates, which are root sugars, and the mycorrhizal fungi feeds on that, and then they swap nutrients and exudates. But I see a lot of people, they want to mix the mycorrhizal fungi into a compost heap or make it into a slurry when they're doing cuttings and that. It's not a good idea to apply this product unless there are plant roots for the mycorrhizal fungi to make contact with, form its relationship, and start working together. If it's going to be in a moist environment with no roots, it's just going to die. So always make sure there's roots around when you're applying it. So yeah, as I was saying, make sure there's plant roots around when you apply it. Don't put it in a compost heap where it's just going to sit for months and there's not going to be any roots. You're just wasting your money. If you're making a compost tea, only put it in at the very end of your compost tea, last 10 minutes. Yeah, just don't mix it in with water or anything. Just rather apply it that the roots can make contact with it. Most of these products are sold, it's the fungal spores inoculated onto some sort of dry medium. So it can either be vermiculite, a powder, often diatomaceous earth. Yeah, so that's just a tip. And then yeah, so in the next video or two, I will be doing a side-by-side with the Dino Myco. Thanks very much to Dino Myco for sending this tester pack, and the locally produced BioCult 1. I'm pretty excited for that, so yeah, stay tuned. Cool, hope you learned something from that video. Have a lekker afternoon.